Hey guys, so it's me again. I'm gonna go over a little bit in depth. So the last video I did was more of a was an overall, right? It put out a lot of information. So today I wanted to go in depth on how to add a song. Okay, so we've got a lot of new songs coming up, and so this is actually pretty easy. So the first thing you're gonna do, of course, is you're gonna open up Proclaim, and keep in mind that all of the versions of Proclaim are networked, right? Everything is in the cloud, so you can make you can have this same program on your home computer, just like I have it on my home computer. I'm doing this at my house, and you can do all of this stuff at your house, so you don't have to worry about going to church. Which is, well, you don't have to worry about making the things at the church. You still have to go to church, people. All right. So I've got Proclaim open. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to come in here, and you're going to click on Add Item, right? And then the very first option is Song. So you're just going to click on the song, and then you're going to put in the title. So let's do just for funsies, let's do Praise. It's already in here, but we're going to do it again. So when you click it in, when you type in the word, if the song is already in the system, it's going to tell you. So here we've got Praise. We see we've got it in our main arrangement. We've got a Luana arrangement and a James arrangement. Okay, but if you're trying to add a new song and it's already in the system, just pick the one that's already in there. Okay. This time, however, we're gonna make a new song. So we're just gonna come in here, and we're going to create new song. Here, let's just for funsies, I'm gonna make it New Praise, and then I'll come in later and delete it. That way it doesn't get confusing. So there we go, New Praise. So create new song at the very bottom. So at the top you see my songs worship team. You see that New Praise does not exist anywhere. And you can see down here, it's got all kinds of different stuff. We're going to ignore the song select stuff because we don't have an account with them. So then you're just going to come down here to create new song, New Praise. So you click on it. It's going to give you a bunch of options. Once again, you could ignore this whole screen. So I'm just going to click on Add Song. All right, so here we go. And it has the title and everything. Now, the next part is a little bit different. What you're going to do is you're going to come in here, and you're going to open up your web browser, and you're going to go to Planning Center. I've got it set to where it automatically logs in, but this is Planning Center. All the songs are already in Planning. There is never a time when you should be adding a song that isn't already in here. So if you notice on top, it says Services, My Schedule, Plans, Songs, Media, People. So normally we deal with plans. That's where you go to get your services and everything. In this case, we're going to go to Songs, and this is the full list of all the songs that we have. So you're going to come in here to the search thing, and you're just going to put in Praise. And then you're going to hit Enter. All right, it shows you all of them. So right off the bat, we have new song, Praise. So that's what we're going to add. So you're going to click on that. It's going to bring you another page, and it shows you, here's all the stuff for it. So for what you're doing, you don't need to worry about the chord charts. You don't need to worry about the arrangements. All you need to worry about is right here, the lyrics. Okay? So just click on the lyrics. And after a second, maybe, there it goes. I had to click on it again. I didn't click on it hard enough the first time. So what you're going to do is, once you've got everything up, you're going to click in here, and you're going to so the easiest way to do this is just to hold down Control and then hit A. All right, that's going to highlight everything. As you see, it highlights everything in the whole page. So once again, you're going to click on it and then hold down Control and then tap A. All right. So once that's done, then if you want to, you can right click and see it brings up more options. So now you can just copy. So you're going to copy the text. Okay, at this point, you're done with this page. So you can get rid of it or leave it open. It doesn't matter. So now you're going to come back down here to Proclaim. And you're going to right click again. And you're going to hit paste. Now you're going to notice it's going to paste in a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff you need, some of the stuff you don't need. So scroll all the way to the bottom. Okay, the first thing you need, you see here how it says licensed by CCLI. So this is our CCLI license number. This is the number that allows us to stream things online. So the next number we need is the song number. That's the song number that allows us to stream the song itself. So right here it says CCLI number. So just highlight the number itself and copy and paste. All right. Once you do that, you can delete all of this CCLI stuff. Okay. So next, what you need is the copyright information. So you see how it has the copyright symbol right here? So everything right here is the copyright information. So you're going to highlight all of this stuff. And you can actually cut it. If you cut it, it'll get rid of it on here. And then you can come in here and paste it. Now, if you notice over here, all the stuff you've just put in is now, and this is what YouTube and Facebook and everything. This is what it looks for, right? To know whether or not we have the permissions to have the music on our channel. If this is not here, they will delete our postings. So this is super, super important. Okay? So next, you see here, we've got all of our order of service stuff. Intro, verse 1, chorus 1, verse 2. So once again, you're just going to highlight all of that stuff. Go ahead and cut it. And then up here on the top, you're going to check mark this. And then you're going to paste this in. Now, don't worry about everything being red. It's going to be that way until we get all the formatting done. All right. So after that's done, then you can go ahead and come back down here and just delete this title information. All right. So once that's done, you're going to scroll to the very top of the page. And what you're going to notice is a lot of the stuff that was on the bottom of the page is on the top of the page as well. So here's all of the order of service stuff, the same stuff that's right here. So since we've already got it, we can highlight it and delete it. Now, after that, you're going to notice that it has the authors. So by Brandon Lake, Chandler Moore, blah, 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 right? So you're going to highlight all of this up to where it says by, and you're going to cut that. And then that goes where it says attribution. Attribution just means who wrote it. So click in there and paste it. Very good, very good. So now, once again, all the rest of this stuff is just stuff that's repeated from the bottom. So you just delete all of this generating preview and everything, and delete all these spaces. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to put everything into a format that Proclaim can read. So basically, we're talking about spacing. So we've got our intros, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to space everything out to where it has room. And as you start doing that, you're going to notice things start turning white. Because once you get that space in there, now it sees it as a new thing. See? So now we've got our intro, verse 1, chorus 1, verse 2. And you're just going to go and separate these things out. If you see a ones and twos and whatnot, delete those. Those are page numbers from the thing. And we don't need page numbers on here. So you just go through and you're going to space all of these sections. Every once in a while, you may notice that you see this new song praise order of service stuff. If you come across it, just highlight it and delete it. Like I said, we don't need that anymore. We've already put that in. All right, everything is spaced. We've still got a couple of red things, but that's okay. We've got a lot less. So up here, you notice most of it's turned white. One thing you're going to notice is there should always be an intro at the beginning, and there should always be an ending at the end. All right? Those two things are very important. If you come across a song that does not have an intro at the beginning and an ending at the end, just put them in. And that's a formatting thing that we do. The word intro, it puts a blank slide right here. So you notice there's no blank slide between the title and the words right now. And that's because, as you see, intro is red. But we're going to fix that. Okay. So one thing that Proclaim does not need all of these little, anything in parentheses. Like all of these things that we use to tell the band what to play, that needs to be gotten rid of. So we can get rid of this. We can get rid of all of this stuff. And you'll notice as soon as you get rid of it, then intro turns white. So we only need one intro. Everything only needs to be in here once. So we don't need two intros. So you can get rid of the intro that has nothing on it. So next we're looking for this where it says turn. So turn doesn't have anything, right? So that means two things. Number one, we can get rid of it here, and we can get rid of it here, because that's just a band instruction. It doesn't have anything to do with it with anything else. So now we're going to look for tag 1 and tag 2. So we scroll down. We see there is a tag 1 and there is a tag 2. So it says tag 1 twice. So we're going to make sure that up here that we're going to put in 2 tag 1s. And it doesn't like that space. So let's go ahead or it doesn't like that lack of space. So let's go ahead and do that. And the reason why these are both red is because of this 2 times. So once you put this in 2 times, you can get rid of the instruction that says 2 times. And as soon as you do that, bam, this turns white. So you know it accepts it. So this one, is perfectly fine. But once again, it doesn't like this space. So once you get rid of the space, then bam, it's white. So that's how that works. A lot of it is just formatting. So if you see something, like if it says chorus 1 here, and then down here it has chorus 1 but with nothing on it, then you can get rid of it. And for the most part, you only need one of each thing. So if it says verse 1, you only need one verse 1. So we've got 2 chorus 1s, right? So you can just delete. You can just delete this chorus 1. And it's up here. Because it's up here, it does not need to be down here. Got it? So then we go through. So any place where it has stuff like that. So we've got chorus 1, chorus 2, chorus 3, chorus 4, chorus 5. Man, it's got a lot of choruses. But nothing is repeated. Okay? So just like we don't need 2 intros, we don't need 2 of anything else. So it doesn't matter if there is 2. If you want to leave the 2 things, it's not going to affect anything. It's not going to mess anything up. It just makes it a little bit more confusing, because that's the coolness of this. The coolness of these orders up here is you can have chorus in here one time, and then I can put it in anywhere. And in order to do that, like I showed you before, all you have to do is click right there in front of the chorus, add a comma, and it's going to bring down this drop box. And all you have to do is select another chorus 1. Now you notice it's a different format, right? So sorry. So So these are abbreviated formats, which you can use. You can also type out the whole thing. So if you want to do C1, C2, C3, C4, and C5, you can do that. Or if you want to do chorus space 1, chorus space 2, chorus space 3, if you want to do it that way, you can do it that way. It's all up to you. As a matter of fact, we could probably, if we, on this tag down here, on this tag that I just spaced earlier, if we just had T1, oh, no, it doesn't like that. Never mind. So if it goes red, there's a problem. So, all right, the next thing we're going to do, after we have all of that stuff done, so we've got, if you notice, we kind of fill it in from the bottom, right? So we go in, and the first thing we're going to do is get our CCLI numbers filled out. And then after that, we're going to get our copyright stuff filled out. And then after that, we're going to get our author, our attribution, which is our author information filled out. And then once that's done, then we start going, then we do the order of service up here, or the order of song, whatever you want to call it. It's called an arrangement. So we're just going to call it that. So we're going to, so this is the arrangement. If you notice, it says right here, arrangement, main arrangement. The arrangement it's talking about is this field right here. Okay? So that's what we mean when we talk about arrangement. So after that, you're going to start getting rid of all the hyphens. The hyphens aren't needed. That's just for the band. Okay? So we're going to come in here, and we're going to delete, just come through, and delete all the hyphens. And I'm just using the delete key on my keyboard. Anytime you see me delete, I'm just using the delete key on my keyboard. And it's super exciting. If it highlights this, don't hit the next button. Just, yeah. You want a nice, clean cursor when you do that. The apostrophes and stuff like that, like in sovereign, all that means is that the full word is sovereign, but sovereign is 3 syllables. And this bridge only works if sovereign is 2 syllables. So one of the things the musician does is they take it and they cut out a whole syllable to make it 2 syllables. Sovereign. So you just get rid of, right now we're just getting rid of the dashes. Don't worry about punctuation or anything like that. And don't ever worry about these red lines that tell you something's misspelled or whatever, because once again, it's actually called artistic license. Artistic license means you can play kind of loose with words and rhyme, and it's okay. It's like anti-grammar. Or bad grammar, if you want to let's just call it what it is. It's bad grammar. So we're getting rid of all the hyphens. All right, all the hyphens are gone. Let's go through, give it one more check. And yep, all the hyphens are gone. All right. So now that all the hyphens are gone, you're going to notice a very important thing. This red screen up here. This red screen says one or more lines in this item have been scaled to fit the slide. Add a line break to define... Oh... And I know you can still hear me because I'm streaming this, and I'll probably cut most of this out later. But my power just died because the power in my office can only handle so much, and I'm being a bad person right now. So let me go turn the power back on, and I'll be right with you. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves how cool this video is and how awesome I am for making it. In that order. All right, I'm back. Hey, so the way it works is when I'm all the electrical for our backyard is on the same circuit, and so today I'm doing some maintenance on my fountain, because it's been a long time, because my backyard's been under construction. And so if I run my fountain and my air conditioner at the same time, it pops the breaker for my office. And so I'm going to have to turn off my air conditioner for a little bit. All right. Good. I see it's still recording. All right. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So one or more of these lines one or more lines on this item have been scaled to fit the slide. So if you scroll down, you'll see that some of these are big and some of these are small. And the reason for that is the formatting. So one of the things we have to do is we have to go through and we're going to break everything into 4-line formatting. So let everything, actually this one's fine. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord, praise the Lord. But you see how verse 1 has a lot of long lines? If you ever wonder why I do the formatting I do, this is why. So this one has actual proper punctuation, which we were talking about earlier. It's got bad punctuation and good punctuation, but the punctuation that matters is in here. So you see how it's got all these commas? That's where you're going to make the break. You're also going to do it, and this is why it's important for everyone to know the songs, is because these breaks that I'm going to make are in conjunction with the song. So it's, I'll praise in the valley, praise in the mountain. I'll praise when I'm sure, praise when I'm doubting. So that's going to be one line. Then I'm praise when outnumbered, praise when surrounded, because praise is the waters. There's no punctuation here. So that's when knowing the song and knowing the formatting comes in. I praise when outnumbered, praise when surrounded, because praise is the waters my enemies drown in. All right? So we don't want to go more than 4. So as long as I'm breathing, I've got a reason to. So as we do that, you see that now the text is getting bigger over here because we're formatting this correctly. So then we've got praise the Lord, O my soul, praise the Lord, O my soul. All right, so now the verse is going to do the same thing. So you can see it happen in real time if you look at it. I'll praise when I feel it and praise when I don't. I praise because I know you're in control. Space, and bam, there's your 4 lines. Then my praise is a weapon. It's more than a sound. My praise is the shout that brings Jericho down. As long as I'm breathing. I deleted the I. I've got a reason to. There we go. And this is where this chorus is going to come back in, and I'm just going to go ahead and oh yeah, I added that one as an example. It doesn't actually exist. There we go. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. So as long as I'm breathing, I've got a reason to, and then it's going to go back to the chorus. But you don't need to. The chorus doesn't need to be here because it's up here, right? So that's like I was saying before, that's one of the important parts. So I've got a reason to, and then it's going to be praise the Lord, and then chorus 2. So once again, you can see that here it is. So I won't be quiet, and you can split this up or not. It looks like it probably would fit. So it's I won't be quiet, my God is alive. So how could I keep it inside? If you wanted to split it, you could be I won't be quiet, my God is alive. So how could I keep it inside? I'm going to praise the Lord, oh my soul, praise the Lord. So if you wanted to split it up, you could do that. If you wanted to leave it the way it is, you could probably do that. We'll find out later. So I'm going to leave it alone for now just so you can see what it looks like. And what causes me to make these decisions. Okay? So next we've got the bridge. As you can see, the bridge has long lines. So and once again, so once we fix this formatting, this red banner is going to go away. The second this formatting is good, that red banner goes away. So you instantly know when you've got it good. So, so the bridge needs to be cut down. The lines that need to be cut down the most are these two big long ones. So bridge 1 could be something like, I praise because you're sovereign, praise because you reign, praise because you rose. Oh, dang it. Keep deleting stuff. Praise because you rose and defeated the grave. And then that's gonna break that up. And now you see you've got that room. So I'll praise because you're faithful, praise because you're true, praise because there's nobody greater than you. And that's just that's rhythm. That comes with knowing the song. So get used to speaking these words in rhythm and speaking these words with rhyme, because it'll help you out a whole lot. I'll praise because you're sovereign, praise because you reign, praise because you rose and defeated the grave. I'll praise because you're faithful, praise because you're true, praise because there's nobody greater than you. So if you get used to speaking these in that meter, in that rhyme, in that rhythm, it's going to help you out a whole lot. So once again, we do the same thing with bridge 2. I'll praise because you're sovereign, praise because you reign, praise because you rose and defeated the grave. Oh, I did it again. Praise because you're faithful, praise because you're true, praise because there's nobody greater than you. All right, and that takes care of all that stuff. All right, so as you see, as soon as I broke up that last, so if I put this back, or somewhere along the way, this red banner disappeared. So the red banner is gone, which means everything's good. But now we're actually going to mess it back up. So now that we've got everything basically right, we're going to come up here to this guy, and we're going to change the alignment. So most of our songs, we want to do center alignment. Boom. So that snaps everything to the center. And then the other thing we're going to do, you notice how there's a box. You got the blue box here, and then you've got this little grayed out box on the top. So that box is actually really important. That's actually where the hymn number would go. We don't use hymn numbers because we don't use hymns for the most part. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab this box and you're going to pull it up to where it's at the top of this gray box. And that's going to give you the screen placement we want. There's a couple things that we have to do for screen placement because of the way our monitors are, how our monitors are 4 clustered TVs instead of one big monitor, which we'll fix one of these days, but not anytime soon. Not until the finance fairy blesses us with about $15,000. I know, it's a lot. So once that's done, you're gonna make your box the right size, okay? And then you're gonna come over here to the top of the page. So the top of the page has lots of stuff. This is the font we're using. This is the weight. This is the size. This is the spacing between the lines, and this is the spacing between the words. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to change the line spacing to 1.1. And you notice instantly the words split farther. And so the reason why we're doing this is because if you notice on our monitors, there's a big plus sign, right? So that means there's a big line that comes down the middle, and of the a vertical line that comes down the middle and a horizontal line that comes down the middle. So by doing that 1.1 spacing, my goal, it doesn't always work out, but my goal is to make it to where that line on the TVs goes between the words to minimize distractions. So that's why we're doing this. And then I always come over here to spacing on this. So the line spacing needs to be 1.1, as we discussed in the last video. The text size needs to be 140. Now this might bring back the red banner. Let's find out. Oh, the red banner's back. That's okay. We're going to fix it. So once we do 140, then we're going to come over here and we're going to decrease the word spacing by -5. Sometimes that brings back, sometimes that gets rid of the line, sometimes it doesn't. So now we've got some lines in here, wherever they are, that are causing problems. It's probably this one line right here. So there's a lot of ways to fix that. So one of the things you can do is just slowly decrease the font size until the banner disappears. So that's one way to fix it. Another way to fix it, let's put it back to 140. Here's the red banner. Other way you can do it is you can change the word spacing a little bit. You can decrease that until that banner disappears. No matter which one you use, you want to make sure it looks good. So remember, this one controls the spacing between the words. So if we decrease the spacing too much, then the words start looking crazy. And if the words are too close, it just makes it too hard for people to read. So -5 is really, you hardly even notice the -5. That's why I use it. But you can use between -5 and a -10. See, and as you notice, it changes things. Go up to 6, bam, it comes back. 7. So now everything is good. Everything fits. We've got the proper formatting. Once again, so everything has a different formatting. So if you notice, if I click on this box, then I've got 140, 11, -7. If I click on this box, now all that formatting's gone. Now the formatting's different because it's a different thing. So every box has a different formatting to it. And you can tell what you're changing by which ones are highlighted in blue. So this one, we're going to do the same thing as we did the other one. We're going to come in here. We're going to center the title. Now, it's already 169, which is big, but we can make it bigger. For the title, you want to make the title as big as you can. So go 200. 200 looks good. So let's try 300. 300 still looks good. So, and then you can come in here and you can decrease this if you want to. Think about it, don't be afraid to play with it. I mean, we've got tons of fonts. So if you notice, the fonts are separated into two sections. We've got my fonts. These are all fonts that I've added that for different things. And we've got the default fonts. There's a ton of default fonts. And you can change it to match the song or the feel of the song or whatever you want, which we're going to get into here in a second. So everything looks good, right? So now that everything is basically good, the red banner is gone. We've got good formatting. We've got good placement and all that kind of stuff. All right, so now you're going to set the arrangement. So you notice it says arrangement, main arrangement. We don't use that. So you're going to save as a new arrangement, and you're just going to type in CCRG. That's it. So now the arrangement is CCRG, and every time you need to change it. So let's say, oh yeah, this is the key. The key doesn't matter. Ignore it. So every time you change it, you're just going to save a new arrangement. So let's say I want to make an arrangement for me. I'm just going to put CCRG : space James, and then hit the enter key. And now we've got, if you notice, we've got CCRG and CCRG James. And anytime you make a new arrangement, if you have someone who wants to make a new arrangement, base the new arrangement off of the CCRG. And you want to make the new arrangement before you make any changes. So let's say Luana wants to sing this song, right? And you come up here and there's no Luana arrangement. So the first thing you're going to do is put it back to CCRG. Then you're going to save as new. and then you're going to make an make a Luana arrangement, and then you can make whatever changes she wants you to make, and that'll be specific to her. So right now I'm going to delete James because no reason to make it complicated. All right, so now we've got the arrangement correct, got everything correct. Let's say James wants to sing this in the key of G. That's all you do. And so now when you look at it, now it says CCRG G. And that'll be something you probably, I mean, if you want to worry about the key, you can worry about the key. If you come back here to praise, you'll see that the song Praise has an original key, and the original key is A flat. So that's going to be the key that you're going to make the CCRG. The CCRG is always going to be the original key. So if you come over here, if you wonder how I do that, I'm doing Alt-Tab. It's one of those computer people things to switch back and forth. It makes it easy. If you don't want to use Alt-Tab, all you have to do is come down here and fight with your computer. If you come down here and then your thing pops up and you just go back to here. Or come down here and go back to here. If you look at your start menu down here, it's always going to tell you what's up and running. Right now you can see that I've got Proclaim running. I've got my screen capture, which is what I'm using to record this. And then I've got my web browser because that's what's running. Planning Center. Whew, I forgot what Planning Center was for a second. All right, so I'm going to go back here. All right, so now that all the boring stuff is done, right? All the formatting's done. Now we're going to make it pretty. Yes. So you're going to come in here, and you're gonna come over here to background. Background is one of my favorite things. So you're gonna click on background. You're gonna click on browse media, and it's gonna bring up a butt ton of stuff. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna click on video because we use video backgrounds. So come down here to video type and click on video, and you notice it's gonna reload. And then from that on, I like to get as many backgrounds as humanly possible. So I unclick song because I want it to show me the most I possibly can. You can limit it. You can limit it to song, and then you can click everything. And as you do this, it takes away options. So as you can see, I mean, it still has 3,216 results. So, but for now, we'll leave song checked. So we're searching with video and song. So then you're going to come in here, and the song is called Praise. So let's search Praise. Here we go. So it's going to bring up every single background that has anything to do with praise. And you're going to look at these, and some of these you're going to be like, how does that have anything to do with praise? I don't understand. Others you're going to be like, yes, that's perfect. But we're going to go over that. So anything that has words on it, yeah, we don't use that. Because if I use this on the back of my song, it always takes a second for it to load. And it depends on your computer speed and your internet connection as to how long it takes things to load. I'm asking my computer to do a lot right now because I'm video recording, and I've got my web browser open, and I've got Proclaim open, and I've got stuff working in the background because I'm a computer multitasker. As soon as that's done, all right, as soon as that goes away, you're going to be able to see what it looks like. If you hit this play button up here, you notice now this little interface up here appeared. So now you can see the play button and the volume and the loop video. So this is what it would look like, which looks nice, but now you've got weird things popping up behind and it's going to pop up behind all your text. See how that works? And this is why, if it's got words on the slide, just don't even use it. It's a cool slide. I like it. I wish it didn't have words, but it does. So we can't use it. So to change it, once again, background, browse media, and it's going to bring you right back to your search. You don't have to redo everything. And the reason why it does that is because this window never closes. So this window, once you open this window just stays in the background. So it preserves your search. So you're going to go through and you're going to find a background that has something to do with praise, but doesn't have words on it. And sometimes that's easy. Sometimes that's hard, as we're seeing right now. These are fun. It's got all kinds of. There might even be one that says. See, this one says this one is nothing but praise. It just has praise all over it. So tell you what, let's use that. So it has words on it, but they're good words. And I'll show you how they're good words and how we can use them. So once it finishes loading, you're going to see that the background just has praise all over it. All right, but it's still a background. So we can go ahead and hit praise. So it's not like the other words, right? This praise and pray and all this kind of stuff is very much in the background, and it distracts a little bit, but not that much. But I'm going to show you how to make it not distract. So you can go ahead and hit this. All right. So once you've picked a background, then you're going to pick a font. So for right now, praise, right? Praise is a big thing. So we're going to come over here to our fonts, and we're going to find a big, exciting font. A couple of the exciting fonts that I like to use. Chunk 5 is a nice one. It's bold and big. Where is it? League Spartan is a nice big font. Lavello is a nice big font, which is probably what we're going to use. And then another one we're going to use, we might use is, where is it? Okay, I can't find it. So we're just going to use Lavello. Boop. So see it. So now you see how big and exciting that font is. So just changing the font, now all of a sudden it's already bigger. So remember, everything's separate. So you got to change the font there, and change the font here. Boosh. See, that already looks bigger and more exciting. Now, when you change the font, this is a wide, bold font. So when you changed it, it did give us back this. So you might need to adjust your font a little bit because of how big this font is. And just like we did before, you just bring it down one click at a time until it fits. If you have an issue with it fitting, you can draw this a little bit. You can make this a little bit bigger. Don't ever take it out to the side because it'll cut it off. And you want to just use your eyes and make sure that this margin and this margin are roughly the same size. You want to keep it centered. Okay? And if you're not sure whether it's centered or not, you can grab the whole screen and see how that line appears. So this is the side to side line, and this is the up and down. So as soon as you get that plus sign, then you're good to go. Just make sure that you're still at the top of just make sure that you're still at the top of this box over here. So it's still showing me that it's too wide. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. We're getting into the danger zone. There we go. See how drastically it changed it? Like all of a sudden. Like I like that size. Maybe I'll bring it down. And once again, don't ever be afraid to just play with it a little bit. Okay. So when you're working with it, you see this is big and bold, and it's easy to see. This is less. So this kind of blends in with the background. But there's lots of ways we can fix that, which we're going to go over right now. So once we pick our background and our text, then we can change our text. So we're going to come over here. We've got effects and styles. Styles are, you can make your text look like any of this. And it's automatic. It's pre-made. I don't ever use this because I like hands-on creative stuff. But if you want to use this stuff, You can change it. All you have to do is click on it, and bam, it changes it. See? And every time you change one, it's going to change it up a little bit. So you can come through here, and you can pick whichever one you like, whatever looks snazzy. That's really blurry for some reason. I don't like it. And each one is going to look just a little bit different. Like I said, I don't ever use that stuff. So now you have to fix it and put it back to where it was. That's the Orbitron font, which I like using I use that for announcements, for modern looking announcements. We're going to put it back to Lavello. And if you click on effects now, you can see that there's effects added. So to add an effect, all you have to do is click on it. So if you click on, if you think that the text should be a little bit bigger, what that's going to be outer stroke. So if you click on outer stroke, you see it automatically gets thicker. But maybe that's too thick, right? So you're going to come to edit, and you're going to lower that a few points, make it a little bit less thick. Sometimes it takes a second for it to load. There we go. So it's a little bit bigger. If you want it to stand out from the background, you're going to do outer glow. Now, right off the bat, it's going to make it look bad. But don't be afraid of that. So, depending on what color you use, it creates a glow behind the text that makes it look that way. So one of my favorite tricks is if you take it and you use the reverse color. So we've got white text, so I'm going to use a black background. You're going to make your spread 100. Okay? And then you're going to make the size 10. Now watch what happens. Okay, you see how it's got this like darker background to it? So if you increase that, let's increase that to 20 to make it really obvious. So now you see how it makes the text stand out? And it's going to do that on every slide. See how you've got this like black shadow, and the black shadow makes it stand out. So you've got this really busy background, which could cause a problem at times. But now because you've got this shadow, this outer glow, it makes the words stand out so that they're easier to see. So let's say that that's not enough. You're like, well, I like that, but I still need a bigger separation. So we can do a background shape. And the background shape, the way I like to use it is I like to use it to darken the entire background. So if you click on background shape, you'll notice right off the bat, it makes a big old shape. And that is just awkward and glaring, and that looks horrible. So once again, we're gonna take it to black. So that looks a little bit better, right? And then you're going to come down here and you're going to click Fit to Text Box. So it's going to fit it to the entire box. And you're like, well, that's not good. It covers up everything. But now this is where we get to our transparency. So these are our colors. This is our transparency. So let's put our transparency at about 50%. Now, bam. So that text box is transparent, so you can still see the stuff behind it, but because, and it's still actually, for me, it's a little bit dark. So I'm going to bring it down to 30. There we go. I like that. So there we go. So now, when you've got this background, so now the background is darker and it's more in the back. And see how the words pop more? The words are more up front. So that's how formatting works. And it works for all this stuff. I mean, what I'm doing right now, it's the same exact way that I make all of these different slides. Just picking a background and then going through. Everything else is font and whatnot. The lines around this is just, if you go into effects, you can see all the effects I'm using. And feel free, if I take away the background shape, you notice it gets rid of those two lines, because that's another type of background shape. So I'm using that type of background shape. And if you notice, it's got different types of background shapes you can use. The default is this white square, which is what you saw before. In this case, I'm using the horizontal lines. And when you fit it, if you look at the lines, I can make them extra loose, which is going to make them be really, really out there. I can make them extra tight, which kind of interferes with the bottom of the font. So in this case, I didn't want to use that. So I just used regular tight, and that put it where I wanted it. At any time, if you switch around, I can't feel my hand. I have carpal tunnel, so when I'm doing this, my hand just falls off and disappears after a while. So we're going to come back here, and we're going to find the song wherever I put it. Where did I put the song? Did I delete the song? What did I do? Oh, here it is. Whew, I thought I lost it. It doesn't matter where you make the song. For some reason, I put the song up here in the announcements, which is, not where or not the pre-service loop, which is not where it needs to be. Normally, if you want to drag a song, all you have to do is click on it and hold, and then just come to the bottom of the screen. It'll scroll for you, and then you can put the song wherever you want. Boop. There it is. So all of these just have different formatting. So if you come in here, you can see, like I said, you can always look at what effects I have. And feel free to mess around with them and change them and do whatever you want. So you'll notice that on this one, I put the text box behind this, right? And then or not the text box, the background shape, which darkened this. But remember what I was telling you before, how everything has a different formatting. So this does not have that. So if you want to leave this the way it is, cool. If you want to put a text box behind this, it's the same thing. Background shape. And then edit, and you do whatever you want to it. For now, I'm just going to leave it plain. So that's our formatting, our initial formatting. Why not? One of the things I do is I don't really like this to be a big, glaring, noticeable thing. So what I do is I take this, and you're going to get rid of all the effects on it. So you don't want it to have any effects. And then you're going to come over here. This lets you pick the font or the color of the text. You can make it whatever color you want. I'm going to leave it white, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this at 20%. I'm going to put the transparency at 20%. So see, it's there, and it's there enough for the Facebook and YouTube algorithms to see it, but it's not there so much that it becomes a distraction. You want to show the credits, which is what that is. You want to show the credits only on the title slide. So you can show it on any slide you want. I choose to show it on the title slide, and that's worked for us. Lots of churches have lots of issues with their streams getting taken down and messed with. And if you do it this way that I'm talking about right now, we have never, ever had that problem because of the way we format our stuff. So, just if you follow this, everything should work. So that takes care of everything. You can always move stuff around. You'll see in here there's lots of boxes. So you've got your weird little hymn number box up here, and you've got another box up here. I can't remember what this box is for. Maybe that might be the hymn number box. So again, don't be afraid to, yep. So the hymn numbers are in those two places. You see it popped up here, and it popped up over here. So that's what that is. I just leave the hymn number blank because we don't use hymn numbers. So that's how you make a song. And really, for the most part, that's how you make announcement slides too. But we'll go over announcement slides on a different video. So right now, this video is an hour long. I'm already going to have to edit it down. So for now, thank you. I hope this has been a help and it's not been too boring. Please feel free to let me know what videos you want me to make and what you would like me to do and change and whatnot. All right. I hope this has been helpful. Catch you later.